we're a few hours away from any good hospital, so a bite will be bad, very bad. Hopefully we'll have reception, because I've got patchy reception on that road. If we don't, we'll drive to reception, and then from there we'll figure out whether anti-venom is going to get delivered to Cooper PD or whether the Royal Flying Doctor Service has to come in, and one of us will run back to the car and grab a bandage, and we'll bandage from the bite site, so probably you would assume the fingers, it might be the arm, might be the leg, and we'll work our way down the limb all the way to the end of the limb and then back down as much as we can. If you get bitten on the finger, you want to try and keep that venom there before it can get pumped through your lymphatic system throughout your body. It doesn't completely stop the spread of venom, but it does buy you time. I've got bandages in the console of the car. I've also got them in my camera bag and in the first aid kits in the tray. If we didn't have EpiPens, you could die on the moon plane before we even got to a hospital.
Check this out. This is sick. Look at this place. They won't let you go in there. This is dope. Look at this. This is crazy.
All right, guys, we are actually on one of our final stops on the road trip, and it's an old opal mining town in very remote southern Australia. And it's actually so hot and so desolate here that all of the hotels, I kid you not just this hotel, but all of the hotels are underground. This is an old mine shaft that we're staying in right now. And it's gonna be our home base for the next 24 hours or so, where we're gonna be looking for a very special snake. This is rock. And then check out these umbrellas behind me here. These actually stop gravel from falling in through the air pipes that provide our room with oxygen. Pretty nuts. Look at how he comes at you. Mulga to the boot right now.
The hard part's gonna be getting him off.
Look at that. Whoa. Highly, highly venomous. Look at this. Whoa. Look at that. That is intimidating.
Over the past week, we have seen a handful of some of the most venomous snakes in not just Australia, but the world.
We're seeing insanely venomous elapids back to back. This is nuts.
We've seen brown snakes, mulgas, death adders, but where we are right now in remote southern Australia and in an area known as the Moon Soil Plains, we have a chance at seeing the most venomous snake in the world.
Taipans are a lot more calculated than a brown snake. Like the western browns we've been seeing, like when they're feeling threatened, they'll bite anything that gets close to them. But taipans are different. They don't try and strike usually unless they know they're going to land a bite. And if you give them that opportunity, they might take it, and that'd be a bad mistake.
This environment is absolutely desolate. I've never seen somewhere so barren. There aren't even plants. Most of the reptiles around here spend their lives down in cracks in the soil. And for that reason, encountering a taipan is super, super rare. To actually have a chance at seeing one of these things, we're gonna have to get up at the crack of dawn.
We only have a really small window of looking because it's going to be really hot tomorrow, so we need to make sure that we're out there in that window, which is like just before sunrise to like 2 hours afterwards.
So that's why right now we're prepping as much as we can so that tomorrow we can roll out of bed super early, get out there before the sun rises, and extend the window where we can see one of these things, potentially crossing the road or out cruising around on the plains.
Both the taipans that I've seen recently out here, when I've stopped, they've raised their heads off the ground and just looked at me. Like, not many other snakes do that.
folks, this is it. We're gonna give this a go. Hopefully we find one pretty soon. We've got a short window before it gets bright out. It is early and very chilly now, which is good, but it's gonna get warm fast. Oh, he's cool. Guys, check it out. It's so early that the geckos are still moving. Look at that little guy. Did he say what species that is? It almost looks like a little fat tail. Yeah. Must be some kind of fat tail. I don't know what kind of fat tail, someone can tell me. But anyway, we can't dilly-dally too long. We've got taipans to find, so. Yeah, very different looking. Sick. All right, let's move them off.
So that's just one step.
Okay, we need to stop looking at geckos, but check this thing out. Dude, it looks like a pet trade leopard gecko, like just in terms of size. Check that out. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Whoa, dude. That thing is so badass. Look at that. What kind of gecko did you say it was again?
Tail gecko.
Thick tail. Not fat tail, thick tail.
So there's been knobtails, fat tails, and thick tails.
Are these in the same genus as the knobtails?
These are underwater saurus.
They have that same brow ridge. They have the speckling too. Oh, he's trying to bite.
But like, you get them everywhere. Like, well, most places.
Dude, that is like so badass. Oh, that's sick. Alright, we're gonna make sure this thing gets off the road. This thing is so cool. Not at all an expected find for today.
Top end habitat, boys.
Check this out, guys. We've got an earless dragon posted up, sleeping in the road right here. Buddy, you better be careful. The taipans are gonna be out soon. At least hopefully. Oh, oh. Still very chilly out, which is definitely a good thing because it means that we'll have a longer window. We wanted to play it safe and get out super early because when it's warm, those things will be up like right off the bat before the sun even comes up. But right now it's still breezy, it's chilly, and if I were to guess, just based off of my knowledge of snakes, and I think Jesse would agree with this, I think as soon as the sun comes up a little bit more, it's almost up. It's just cresting. As soon as it first starts to warm the plains, that's when I think we have the highest chance of seeing something. So we're gonna hop back in the car here. We were just taking a quick break to look at some soil cracks, and let's hope we get lucky. Alright guys, well, seeing these gibber dragons and other lizards all over the road here is probably signaling the end of the taipan window. which is super disappointing. We thought we were gonna get one this morning. It was super cold, felt like good conditions as it started to warm up, but the sun has been beating down on us for maybe, I don't know, a couple hours now, and it's just getting too hot. But we did snag these lizards, which we're taking a look at. Pretty cool little guys. Same species here. See, they both have these black chins, and yeah, nice little, whoa, 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 whoa. Glad he didn't bite me there. That looked like it would have hurt. Look at those big jaws. Anyway, we're gonna let these things go and figure out what we're gonna do next.
All right, folks. Well, as you can see, I am back at the hotel right now, and that is because we failed at finding a taipan. We spent like all morning cruising, and it seemed perfect. Like, it did not get as windy as it was supposed to be. It was cold in the morning, the sun came out, everything felt perfect, and we did the best we could, and we didn't find one. Now we're faced with this dilemma because basically, our road trip ends tomorrow. We need to be at the airport at like 9, 10 p.m. to take off on a flight. And we can either stay here and cruise again for taipans tomorrow morning, go out this afternoon, or we can rocket down to Adelaide, then have a pretty much full day in the Adelaide area looking for red-bellied black snakes, things like that. But we talked as a group, and I think we're making the decision to stay in this area and look for taipans, which means tomorrow we're going to look for taipans in the morning, and then we're going to make a 9-hour drive to the airport to hopefully make our flights in time. It's pretty wild, but I think we can pull it off. It's ridiculous what we do for snakes sometimes, but man, we really want to see a taipan. So we're going to rest right now, and then a little bit we're going to go out in the late afternoon. We're gonna cruise, even though they're more of a morning species, and then we're gonna wake up early again tomorrow morning and see if we can make some magic happen.
So we're going out onto the moon plain right now, and out here there's this concrete pit dug into the ground. It's got like a tin lid on it. It's a 2x2 pit. It's 2 meters deep. And last time I was out here, which was like 2 weeks ago, we went straight out there and lifted up the lid first thing in the afternoon, because it's like sort of a big pitfall trap, and lifted it up, and we saw like 2.5 foot of a taipan's tail disappearing into the soil, I assumed. So we were digging through the soil because it's got a concrete base, so the soil's like that deep. So digging through the soil trying to get the taipan out, and then we realized that there's a hole in the wall in the concrete that it's gone in, so we couldn't get it out. I couldn't even see it in the hole. But I checked the pit several times and I didn't find it again. But it's been a few weeks, the pit hasn't been touched by anybody, I don't think. So hopefully that taipan will be out and we can save it, because it's just a death trap for it anyway, so we need to save it, otherwise it's just gonna starve to death or overheat in that pit. That bush is spiky. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Oh my god. Whoa. I'm sure he bites, but it's a wild bearded dragon. We came out this afternoon to see these and take a chance at an evening taipan. Dude, that is sick. Such a common animal in the pet trade, so, you know, iconic for that reason, but look at that. Dude. That is sick.
The beer's getting ready.
No. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh man, that's sick. That's not a taipan. I mean, I don't think it's a taipan at least, right, Jesse?
It's Parenti.
Oh, those are Parenti. Oh, cool. No, I'm just kidding. Bearded dragon, obviously not our target for the night, not our target for this trip here in this region, but super cool. I mean, seen that in the pet trade forever. Go, Dean, go. Oh, you got him. Woo! Dude, that one's big. Oh, look at the like greens he's got.
Yeah, like stubtail.
So sick. Man, we don't have these in the States. So sick. See you later, buddy. Okay, this guy is the laziest one ever. Dean just put him back exactly how we pulled up on him. So.
Yeah. Dane! Yep.
So we're trying to be very quiet and quick right now, because if there is a taipan in there, we don't want to spook it down a hole. We want to be able to get it out and block the hole if we get down. So we're going to execute fairly quickly here. Oh, there it is, there it is. Holy shit. That's not it. Is it a mulga?
That's a speckled brown, and it's big.
Oh, and there's a shed down there.
Dude, a speckled brown. I got it.
Oh man, I thought we had a taipan. Holy crap.
I thought that was a taipan at first too.
Me too.
So guys, check out down in here. This is pretty nuts. But look at this big shed right here. This would have to be from that brown snake, unless, you know, there's other snakes in here too that we don't know about. It's pretty sweet. Look at that. Here's some scraps from it. It's clear that that guy's been in here for a while. He's super emaciated, not very healthy. So it's good that we were able to get him out of this pit. Wow. So a new species of brown snake on the trip, a strap-snouted brown snake. We've seen a lot of brown snakes on this trip, which is super cool. And we're gonna offer this guy some water and see if he takes it.
Try not to. know several people that have lost taipans because they see one out on the plains and the taipan's already really warm. As soon as it sees the car, it just disappears down a crack and it's gone forever. So if we see one anywhere, we've got to run up to it and we've got to try and stop it from getting down a soil crack, which is what they'll do if they're right next to one.
All right, folks, as you can probably imagine, we did not get a taipan tonight, and tomorrow's our last chance, and the stakes could not be higher. We've got from about 6 a.m. till 8:30 to find a taipan tomorrow morning, and then we've got to blast to the airport and hope that nothing goes wrong in the drive there, so that Dean can make his flight in time, and then we can make our flights in time. So yeah, we're gonna pick things up in the morning, and hopefully it happens.
To get my stuff there earlier. All right, guys, this is it. We're packing up all of our belongings, hopping in the car, because right after this, we're going straight from taipan hunting to the airport. So, fingers crossed. Dean's trying to check in through his flight, but it goes through Japan.
Yeah.
So
Japan Airlines.
good luck with that.
Yeah. Probably learn Japanese on the ride to the airport.
All right, guys. As you can probably tell, we did not get a taipan this morning, and we'd be lying if we said we weren't all a bit crushed by it. We rolled the dice and we gambled. You know, we decided we weren't gonna go south to Adelaide yesterday, and that we would just get a couple hours looking for taipans this morning, and it didn't pay off, and that's frequently how these things go. I know you guys watch the channel, or you guys see other herpers on the internet or YouTube or whatever, and it's hard to convey the grind that goes into finding things sometimes, and there's never a guarantee that, you know, what you're looking for is going to turn up, especially on these international trips where you just have this short window when you're in habitat, and you're just going to get the conditions that you're going to get. So felt good this morning, but no taipan. Still a lot of fun. Glad we gave it a go, and yeah, means there's unfinished business. I think the thing that I'm saddest about is just that I'm leaving Australia. We're on our 9-hour drive right now to the airport, and tonight we're going to begin the journey home. Got to get Dean to the airport first, and then shortly after us. And yeah, it's been the trip of a lifetime. I'm super bummed to be leaving, but like I said, there's unfinished business. Australia is a massive country and continent, and there's plenty more to do here, so I definitely will be returning. Massive thank you to Jesse. Beardy in the road. Don't hit him. Don't run. Seriously though, Jesse has been super generous and put us on snakes this whole trip. Definitely could not have pulled this off without him, so huge thanks. Like I said, we'll see each other in the future sometime, maybe on the east coast of Australia. And if you guys want to do a trip like this, hit up Jesse. He's the guy to talk to. Another beardy in the road. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this series. We'll see you guys in the next one. There's another beardy right here. Run! Dude, they are everywhere right now. It's crazy. All right, see you guys next time.